What's up, everyone? This is your trials for the week of July 21st, 2023. Now, what is the map for this week? This week's map is Altar of Flame. Altar of Flame is a rough map, but we'll get to that here in a second. What is the weapon this week? It is Astral Horizon. It is the shotgun. There are some rules to look out for if you don't have any good primary kinetic shotguns. You can get threat detector, elemental capacitor, slide shot, opening shot, or elemental capacitor. Those are really the only ones I would be looking out for, but this really doesn't have that bad of perks, so you could really go for anything. Astral Horizon is good, but if you want a solid shotgun that is easier to get and is better, you can get the Imperial Decree from the ward table at the helm. And this is craftable, so all you got to do, I'm sure a lot of us have a lot of engrams that we can go and grab and decrypt. You have to do the engrams above the seasonal engrams, the season of opulent engrams, and it gets pretty close to the same perks and is honestly better. Not better, but it's easier to get. Also, real quick, I just want to thank you all for commenting and being engaged with the content, and I want to thank you guys, and I hope I can keep making it and helping you guys out to do better in trials. That is my goal. So if you enjoy this content, like, comment, subscribe. Again, for all those eaters out there, just know this is for newer people or people who might not understand the map or just want to know what the weapon is or the point spawn on Dominion, because Dominion is, I'm going to just tell you now, Dominion on this map is literally the worst thing. They couldn't have spread the points out further. It literally, every round's going to feel exactly the same, and there's no reason to play it any other way because of points. This is one of the, in my honest opinion, was one of the maps that kind of had a little bit of unknown factor to it before there was Dominion, because you didn't know if somebody's going to go down or go up north or go down south on the map. Like, you didn't know where people were going to go. There was some nuance to it, but now you know every time where somebody's going to go. If you see radar pings, you know exactly where they are because of where the point locations are. And this kind of makes me think that Bungie doesn't care about the Dominion points. They only did this to kind of freshen up trials for people. I'm not saying Dominion isn't good. I'm just saying that they didn't put much effort into placing points. It doesn't feel like that's enough of my rant. But again, if you like the content, make sure to subscribe. Also, comment down below. Did you go flawless? All right, on to the map part. Altar of Flame. Altar of Flame is a tough map. It is a map of very committed angles. If you're going to challenge someone in an angle, you're going to have to commit to it. Is that what I mean by that? Now, is there any death lanes on this map? Not really. There's not any lanes that you could jump into immediately and die instantly, unless you're around heavy ammo. But from what I've seen, the matches generally don't go around heavy ammo. Most of the time, they're on the top section. And if I'm being honest, this map goes pretty fast, guys. So don't be afraid to get in there and rush and give it to them, hand it to them. As you can see that the points run down the middle in that tiny little corridor, and on the north portion of the map, that's where all the points are, and most of them are elevation changes from other points in the map, so just be aware of that. And these are the committed angles that I'm telling you about. If you're going to hold the point, you have to be committed to the point. That's why Titans are going to do so well on this map, because there's no way to sit on the points without being exposed to the other side. So what are strong positions on this map? Well, that's the thing. Like I said before, there's a lot of committed angles, and as you can see, there's not really a lot of strong positions that aren't really right next to the points. And so I said your goal on this map is to be at the points first, where you can lock down the points, because the points spawn directly in the middle of the map, and it's really just a race to see who can get there first and put up your Titan barricades. Other than that, like, I can really see any weapons being real strong, but especially long range weapons up around the top portion of this map, the north side of this map. If you can take and hold that north portion with a long range weapon, it is going to be hell for the enemy team. But what are good subclasses for this map? Good subclasses for this map will include, but not limited to, starting with Hunter, will be Solar. Why Solar? Because of young Archmar Spines. It is probably one of the strongest, most consistent hunter subclass in the game. And a good honorable mention is probably Strand. Strand is always good, but it's not as good as the utility you get from young Archmar Spines. Now on to Titan. What about Titan? I really say Arc Titan and Void Titan. Arc because Arc is just insanely strong. Void because you can have Void overshields when you challenge those tough angles, and it's always good to have extra health. Trust me. And realistically, any of the other Titan subclasses aren't going to be doing it on this map. Like, you could maybe pull off Strand, but there's enough changes in elevation that Strand might not work out too well. Stasis, just got heavily nerfed, so don't touch Stasis. Solar, you'll never get your super. And on to the final class, Warlock. Which one's on Warlock? Warlock really has some strong subclasses, but I would say the strongest ones for this map would definitely be Floaty Lock on Dawn Blade, and maybe some Stasis locks. If you hold really close to that center map control and play the angles really good, you could maybe get some freezes off. But other than that, I think those would be the two strongest, and I wouldn't really touch the other ones. I mean, you can if you want to, but again, those are probably the strongest ones. What weapons are going to see on this map? Weapons, realistically, it's going to be all over the board, because you have long angles, you have short angles, you have medium angles. That's why this map is so hard, because a lot of times when you commit to take a close range fight, oh yeah, you can be seen by some crazy long range or medium range that you cannot fight both at the same time. So realistically, you're going to see a lot of different weapons. A reminder, No Time to Explain got nerfed a little bit, so if you're finding yourself not hitting as hard as you once did, that is why. There was also some other nerfs that came through, but that was the most notable one for PvP. Graviton Lance got nerfed a little bit, but it didn't nerf the efficiency of the weapon, but it's still probably not going to be seen as much as in 6s. But Immortal has not been touched. It is still as deadly as ever, same time to kill, so be aware of Immortals on this map. I mean, Immortals on any map. You can pretty much guess until Immortal gets nerfed that Immortal will be a recommended weapon on any map. The few matches I played against DMTs and Ace of Spades a lot. DMTs probably because it does do a lot of damage, and now that No Time to Explain kind of got reined in a little bit, that DMT is the next option for high damage at longer ranges. Again, if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and I really hope I put something out there that's decent for you guys and that you enjoy, and I hope you all go flawless this week, and let me know again in the comments if you went flawless or not. Remember, this map is very much about committing to angles. If you don't have the resources nor the support to commit to an angle, then don't do it. Punish people for their mistakes and misplays. There's not really a lot of flanks in this map, so you don't really have to worry about, I mean, they can flank around, but it's very easy to see. It's very hard for people to flank. Also, watch out for them floaters. It is very easy for someone to float on the outside of this map. You know, don't say I didn't warn you. And again, we've had such huge growth on the channel. I just wanted to thank you all again. I very much appreciate it. I'm only at like, what, 260 something, and that's crazy. I never thought I'd get above 100. But again, I would just want to thank you guys. And you can enjoy me getting crushed on this map already.